Okay, this is page 3 of 2.4, reasoning in algebra. So if you take a look at this one, excuse me, line segment XY is congruent to line segment XY. You see itself in the mirror, so this is the reflexive property because you see the same thing. The next one, if the measurement of angle A is equal to 45 and 45 is equal to angle B, then angle A is equal to angle B. That's the transitive property. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is equal to C. Transitive property. All right, the next one, you have to tell your reasons why. So we're going to say statements, and then the reasons. Now, 9 times out of 10, the first line that you put down will be given to you. So 2 parentheses 3x plus 4 is equal to 20. How do I know that? Because it was given to me. The next one, so now we'll go ahead. This times this and this times this, that's going to be 6x plus 8 is equal to 20. Okay, so that's the distributive property. I gave 2 to each one of these things. The next one, I have to get rid of this 8. So I'm going to subtract 8 on this side and subtract 8 on this side. So I get 6x is equal to 12. And what did I do to both sides? I did the subtraction. So that would be the next step. And then the next step is I got to divide both sides by 6. So I divide this side by 6 and get x, and I divide this side by 6 and I get 2. So that's division. Okay? So there you go. Next one has to do with geometry. So bisects. When it bisects something, it cuts it in half. So where did I get this statement from? It was given to me up there. So this is given. The next one, because it bisects it, it cuts it in half. So that's what the definition of a bisector is. So when I bisect it, my next step should be where it cuts that into 2 equal parts, and I name those 2 equal parts. And why? Because that's what the definition of a bisector is. The next one after this, instead of putting MLN down, I put 4x, and instead of putting KLM down, I put 2x plus 40. So this is going to be substitution. And then the next one, I subtracted 2x on this side, subtracted 2x on this side. So subtraction. And then I divided this side by 2 and divided this side by 2. So division. Next one, name the property. 3a plus b is equal to 10. A is equal to b. So here's my a is equal to b. Then 3a plus a is equal to 10. So instead of having a b here, I have an a. Right here, I found out a was equal to b, so this is substitution. So instead of putting the b there now, I put an a in its place because a equals b. This one, I divided this side by 6 and divided this side by 6 to get x equals 4. So that's division. This one, if AB is congruent to BA, under the symmetric property says then that BA is congruent to AB. And a distributive property, a negative 2 times 3x is a negative 6x. And then a negative 2 times a negative 4 is a positive 8.